Myself, Dr. Bhavin Patadia. Today's topic: lesion of esophagus. Applied anatomy of esophagus. Esophagus is a food pipe or gullet. It has 25 centimeter size that extend from pharynx to stomach. The distance between incisor teeth and gastroesophageal junction is around 40 centimeter in adult. This distance is important for rice tube intubation. The esophagus located behind trachea, heart and traverse in front of major blood vessel in posterior mediastinum. Esophagus have two sphincter and four constrictor, upper sphincter and lower sphincter. Histology of esophagus. Esophagus has whole layer mucosa, submucosa, muscularis externa and adventitia. Mucosa involve epithelium, lamina propria and muscularis mucosa. Second layer submucosa, third layer muscularis externa. It has two parts, inner circular layer and outer longitudinal layer. Outermost layer is adventitia. Classification of lesion of esophagus. First, congenital anomaly. Second, muscular or motility disorder. Third, esophageal varices. Fourth, inflammation, mainly reflux esophagitis. And fifth, tumor, mainly carcinoma of esophagus. Congenital anomaly, sometimes agenesis, means underdevelopment of esophagus or complete absence of esophagus. Sometimes duplication or double esophagus. Also, there is congenital stenosis due to fibrous thickening of wall, leading to luminal narrowing. Other common condition is esophageal atresia. It is clinical condition in which there is abrupt ending of esophagus into blind pouch rather than ending into stomach. So there is formation of blind pouch in which the food is accumulated. It may or may not be associated with tracheoesophageal fistula formation. This condition clinically characterized by difficulty in breathing, swallowing, regurgitation of every feed, cough, cyanosis, aspiration, pneumonia because food accumulate in the upper esophagus, blind pouch. This food causes difficulty in breathing, swallowing, and this food sometimes regurgitate in the airway, air passage. So it leads to coughing, cyanosis, and aspiration pneumonia. This condition must be treated in 48 hours of birth. Otherwise, it is not compatible with life of newborn. And also, esophageal atresia lead to newborn death. Various type of tracheoesophageal fistula. First figure shows normal anatomy in which trachea and esophagus is completely normal. Second figure shows upper esophageal atresia with lower esophageal fistula. This fistula connects the airway. Third figure shows double fistula in which upper esophagus connect with trachea by fistula and lower esophageal and also connect with trachea with other fistula. Fourth figure shows upper esophageal connect with trachea by fistula and lower esophageal shows atresia, means complete block obstruction. Fifth figure shows upper and lower esophageal esophageal end shows atresia, and sixth figure shows is complete esophagus connected with trachea by fistula. Muscular or motility disorder of esophagus. Example are achalasia or cardiospasm. It is important condition asked in exam. Second thing, hiatus hernia, also commonly asked in exam. Third thing, diverticula. Fourth, waves and rings. So we discuss about achalasia or cardiospasm. This condition is neuromuscular dysfunction in which lower cardiac sphincter failed to relax during swallowing that result in progressive dysphagia and dilatation of esophagus. So there is neuromuscular dysfunction. This lead to fail relax lower sphincter and this lead to dysphagia. Cause sometimes idiopathic, sometimes viral or parasitic infection like Chagas disease. Third, infiltration by malignancy, and fourth, degeneration or complete loss of neuron. Means esophagus supplied by the nerve system. It is completely degenerate. This degenerated neuron lead to achalasia or cardiospasm. In first figure, left side, there is normal esophagus, normal lower esophageal sphincter, and in second, right side figure shows there is lower esophagus does not relax. So there is constriction in lower part, which lead to upper esophageal dilatation due to accumulation of food particles. This is barium swallow radiological image in which lower end is constricted and this appearance is called bird beak appearance. This bird beak appearance also asked in MCQ exam. Hiatus hernia means hiatus meaning opening, diaphragm opening means esophagus hiatus of diaphragm. It is esophageal opening of diaphragm. Sometimes this herniation of a part of stomach through the esophageal hiatus of diaphragm. In majority of cases are diagnosed radiologically as well as on the basis of vague clinical feature like heartburn, regurgitation of gastric content into the mouth. 8. Clinical features are aggravated or worsened on heavy work, strenuous exercise, weightlifting, and excessive bending. Herniation occurs due to congenital short esophagus or in acquired condition leading to weakness of esophageal hiatus of diaphragm like age, raised intra-abdominal pressure, recurrent spasm of esophagus, obesity, act. There is three types of hiatus hernia. First is sliding or esophageal gastric hernia. Second, rolling or paraesophageal hernia. And third is mixed hernia. In first figure, there is normal stomach in which diaphragm is normal and esophagus normally pass through diaphragm. In second figure, there is sliding hiatus hernia in which some portion of stomach slide upward in diaphragm. In the chest cavity, some portion of stomach pass through diaphragm and goes to chest cavity. It is called sliding hiatus hernia. And in third figure, the some portion of stomach goes to chest cavity near the original esophagus. It is called paraesophageal hiatus hernia. Other thing is diverticular disease. In diverticula, there is outpouching of wall of esophagus. Some part of wall of esophagus outpouch at a point of weakness, either congenital or acquired in nature. In acquired diverticulum, there is two conditions: pulsion diverticulum, other name is Zenker diverticulum, and second is traction diverticulum. Zenker diverticula commonly occur at upper portion of esophagus due to long-term obstruction of esophagus, and traction diverticula commonly occur at lower portion of esophagus, and it is due to fibrous esophagus with other surrounding structure like pleura, pericardium. So traction diverticula commonly occur in lower portion and Zenker diverticulum commonly occur in upper portion. Pulsion diverticulum of Zenker type. Figure shows pulsion diverticulum of Zenker types. There is outpouching of two layers, mucosa and submucosa only. So it is called false diverticulum because this diverticula only having two layers, mucosa and submucosa, in the absence of muscular layer and adventitial layer. So it is called false diverticulum. Esophageal web and rings. The transverse fold of mucosa and submucosa encircling entire circumference of esophagus for a localized annular thickening of muscle of esophagus. What is esophageal web and rings? There is thickening, means entire mucosa or submucosa encircling the entire circumference of esophagus. It is called esophageal web or ring. Web are common in upper esophagus and ring common in lower esophagus. Clinically, in both conditions characterized by dysphagia. Esophageal web with dysphagia, iron deficiency anemia, and chronic atrophic glossitis seen in adult women, and it is best known as Plummer-Vinson syndrome. So Plummer-Vinson syndrome is combination of esophageal web, dysphagia, iron deficiency anemia, and chronic atrophic glossitis. Esophageal varices means there is varices means there is dilatation of venous supply. So there is tortuous, dilated and engorged vein seen along the long axis of esophagus as a result of elevated pressure in portal venous system. If any condition increase portal venous pressure, it lead to dilatation tortuous vein along the long axis of esophagus. It is called esophageal varices. The cause of increased portal venous system pressure are portal hypertension, cirrhosis of liver, portal vein thrombosis, or hepatic vein thrombosis, characterized by massive hematemesis. Many means there is vomiting with blood. It is called hematemesis. The diagram shows there is dilated esophageal vein. Also there is gastric vein also dilated. So it is called esophageal varices. Endoscopic view of the esophageal varices. In endoscope there is in third finger, lower figure shows hemorrhagic area. It is due to rupture of varicose vein, means varicose vein of esophagus. So means esophageal varices with bleeding at arrow. Esophagitis means itis means there is inflammation. Means esophageal inflammation is called esophagitis. Common cause of esophagitis: reflux esophagitis and Barrett esophagus, bacterial infection like TB, viral infection like CMV or HSV, herpes simplex virus infection, fungal infection like candidiasis, traumatic damage, 6. Drugs, poison and corrosive, and 7. Radiation. Reflex esophagitis. This reflex esophagitis is common condition. There is reflux or regurgitation of acidic content of stomach into esophagus is one of commonest cause of inflammation. It may occur in normal healthy individual but also found in association with other clinical conditions like hiatus hernia, gastric or duodenal ulcer, persistent vomiting, surgical, vagotomy, alcoholism, pregnancy, excessive hot and spicy meal. Endoscopically, there is demarcation between normal squamous and columnar epithelium. At junction, junctional mucosa is lost. There is no demarcation between squamous and columnar epithelium. Affected part shows red, swollen, edematous, and sometimes ulceration and erosion that bleed or touch. Endoscopic view of gastroesophageal reflux disease. There is reddening edematous mucosa. Barrett esophagus. Barrett esophagus also asked in exam. When long-term GERD gastroesophageal reflux disease lead to clinical condition in which stratified squamous epithelium of lower esophagus is replaced by columnar epithelium. Means in Barrett esophagus, common funda is lower esophagus covered by normal histology of lower esophagus is squamous epithelium. But when this squamous epithelium replaced by columnar epithelium, it is called Barrett esophagus. And the common cause of Barrett esophagus is gastroesophageal reflux disease. The condition itself is known as Barrett esophagus. Barrett esophagus endoscopic features are similar to those of GERD, but microscopically following features are observed. First is intestinal metaplasia or replacement of squamous epithelial lining by columnar cell, goblet cell and Paneth cells. Metaplastic changes are associated with low or high grade dysplasia, inflammatory cell infiltration with or without ulceration. Normal lower esophagus and Barrett esophagus. Barrett esophagus, the epithelium is replaced by columnar epithelium. This is histological examination of Barrett esophagus, in which the lower end of esophageal biopsy shows there is glandular formation in lower esophagus. This shows intestinal metaplasia and it is called Barrett esophagus. Classification of Barrett esophagus: three types: long segment, short segment, and ultra short segment. In long segment, Barrett mucosa extend 3 cm or more. In short segment, Barrett mucosa extend less than 3 cm, and in ultra short segment, Barrett mucosa extend less than 1 cm. Malignant potential. Barrett esophagus itself is pre-malignant condition. This metaplastic change from squamous to columnar lead to dysplasia. This dysplasia lead to carcinoma in situ and sometimes an invasive adenocarcinoma. So in Barrett esophagus, common carcinoma is adenocarcinoma. In common carcinoma of esophagus is squamous cell carcinoma, but in Barrett esophagus patient, common carcinoma is adenocarcinoma. So once detected as a Barrett esophagus, there is regular and close follow-up of patient. It is advised to rule out any malignant transformation. In first A figure, mucosa of gastroesophageal junction is esophagitis. There is mild inflammatory cells infiltrate. After sometimes this lead to the dysplasia in figure 2. Barrett esophagus with mild low-grade dysplasia in figure 3. C figure. There is mild low-grade dysplasia. In figure D, there is high-grade dysplasia, and in last figure E lead to adenocarcinoma. Benign tumor. A benign tumor of esophagus is extremely uncommon, but also there is benign tumor may be epithelial or mesenchymal origin. Example of epithelial tumor are squamous papilloma and mucosal adenoma. Example of mesenchymal tumor are leiomyoma, lipoma, and angioedema. F. Malignant tumor more common than benign tumor. Means in esophagus, malignant tumor are more common than benign tumor. Example of epithelial malignant tumor are squamous cell carcinoma and adenocarcinoma. Example of mesenchymal malignant tumor are leiomyosarcoma, liposarcoma, and angiosarcoma. Carcinoma of esophagus, common age group middle age or elderly males. Etiology, heavy smoking, tobacco chewing, alcoholism, infectious disease like candidiasis, Barrett esophagus, hiatus hernia, and Plummer-Vinson syndrome. This is common etiology for carcinoma of esophagus. Two morphological types, squamous cell carcinoma, other name epidermoid carcinoma, and second adenocarcinoma. Squamous cell carcinoma, also known as epidermoid carcinoma, more common primarily esophageal carcinoma. Means squamous cell carcinoma is more common carcinoma of esophagus. Age group middle age and elderly males. Common site middle one-third of esophagus is common site for squamous cell carcinoma. Then lower one-third and then upper one-third respectively. Closely the squamous cell carcinoma of esophagus fungating polypoidal means there is outward growth in lumen. Fungating polypoidal growth sometimes ulcerating or diffuse infiltrating in appearance on gross examination. This is gross appearance of esophageal carcinoma. Squamous cell carcinoma of esophagus. In histological figure, there is well differentiated squamous cell carcinoma. Means there is cluster of cluster of squamous cell, clustering of squamous cell, and in central there is keratin pulp formation. So keratin pulp formation, there is pinkish hue of keratin pulp and surrounded by the squamous cell. It is well differentiated squamous cell carcinoma. Second is moderately differentiated squamous cell carcinoma. There is more atypia, means there is nuclear atypia and cellular atypia. Variation in nuclear and cell size. Also, there is less keratin pulp in the moderately differentiated squamous cell carcinoma. Poorly differentiated squamous cell carcinoma, there is severe atypia, dysplasia, and there is variable size nucleus, large nucleus, also macronucleoli and hyperchromatic nucleus. Also, size of the cells various and large. Verrucous carcinoma of esophagus. Adenocarcinoma. Less common primary carcinoma of esophagus. Malignant transformation of Barrett esophagus may be underlying cause in majority of cases, mostly involve lower one-third of esophagus. Because Barrett esophagus common in lower one-third, so adenocarcinoma also common in lower one-third. Grossly, it looks like an elevated and nodular mass inside lower esophagus. This is gross appearance of adenocarcinoma. Adenocarcinoma microscopically three different pattern intestinal type similar to adenocarcinoma of small intestine, adenosquamous type in which admixture of adenocarcinoma and squamous cell carcinoma, and third adenocystic type similar to adenocystic carcinoma of salivary gland. This is adenocarcinoma of esophagus. Also, there is adenocarcinoma in which there is gland formation and pinkish secretion in lumen of the gland. So, it is adenocarcinoma. Adenocystic carcinoma, there is cyst formation. Other uncommon types of carcinoma: mucoepidermoid carcinoma, small cell carcinoma, malignant melanoma, undifferentiated carcinoma, carcinosarcoma, secondary from other site like IDC breast. Spread of tumor: 3 spread: local spread, lymphatic spread, and hematogenous spread. In local spread, it involves lung, pleura, pericardium, aorta, major vessels, and tracheobronchial tree. Lymphatic spread involves cervical, paraesophageal, tracheobronchial, and subdiaphragmatic node. Hematogenous or blood-borne spread. Poor prognostic factor. So in poor prognostic factor, primary tumor larger in size, primary tumor involving adjacent structure, poor differentiation or lack of differentiation, there is lymphatic or blood-borne spread, also advanced age, positive family history for cancer, and positive history of bad habit like tobacco chewing. Important question from esophagus: echinacea cardia, hiatus hernia, GERD, and carcinoma of esophagus. Thank you to all students